Hey everybody, Barry here again. Well, we all know by now that I blew up the turbo and the LS on the turbo LS Caravan, and I didn't have a turbo to put back on it. Until now. I was going to save this turbo. It's a 70mm, I think it's a BorgWarner. Yeah, it's Borg, off of 3206 Cat. Of course, diesel turbos, because I know no better. And I was going to save it for the rat rod, but then I thought, that's not big enough for the rat rod or for my next project. And Cass would like to have that NA just to bomb around in, you know, nice old truck, cruising, getting ice cream, that kind of thing. I got to have a turbo in my life. I can't do without it. So this thing is going there. This was going to have just kind of a funky looking exhaust, go down there. I can't stomach it. I ordered a muffler, which is a 3-inch in, 2.5s out, which is going to be fine. I'm still going to use it because I'll do a 3-inch exhaust off the back of this turbo, put the muffler under the van, 2 tailpipes out, chrome tips, look cool, still spoolie noises. I'm not going for like 800 horsepower in this thing. I'll probably just go on geek, which is like 5 pounds, turn it up a little bit for burnouts and shenanigans, and then just drive it. So I checked last night, it fits under the hood. I didn't put the hood on, but I've convinced myself that it fits. If not, I'll cut all the bracing out of the hood in that one spot and just bolt it on. I don't care. So let's do a test fit. I'm going to keep this. I'm not going to keep it right there, obviously, but I'm going to unbolt this. I made the flange. It looks really cool, and it's a good flange for another T6 turbo. So it wasn't a waste of time. It just changed directions. So let's bolt this thing on, see where it goes. It just hasn't felt right since I took the turbo off. So I guess I'm gonna get another one. Yeah, this is heavy. So it actually fits here, which I didn't quite expect. Let's see if the hood will bolt on and close. That's the deciding factor, because this thing is massive. And really heavy. But I think it'll work a lot better. The big size is a little more delay, a little more lag, and it won't light up as quick. I was making 7 pounds at 60% throttle at 2,500 RPM, which is ridiculous. We know it fits, but will the hood close? I'm going to put it back on time lapse, get the hood put on, and see where it goes. Yes. Now that looks even more insane. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. It doesn't even run yet. Let's see if I can get this thing down with one hand. Okay, watch. The hood closes. Watch. Bang! I don't know if it touches the hood. I don't care. The hood closes. It's just a Caravan again. It's just a Caravan. Yep. That's it. God, I love this thing again. Well, it looks like I have to redo all of the work that I undid, like put the intercooler back on, put the fan back on, all the piping, change it over to a 3-bar speed density setup again. I am really indecisive. It's funner this way. I'm getting a little bit done at a time. I just got the drain hooked up and I had to sneeze really bad. Okay, I'm back. I got the drain hooked up, which is down here, and I had to cut it and put some hose sections in because it's like a really freaky spot. Oh God, I gotta sneeze again. Oh, allergies are awful. Okay, what am I doing? Now I have to take off the intake side or compressor side, I guess, and grind down this flange thing because this takes a V-band flange on here. I don't have one. I'm not planning on putting one on, so I'll just grind it down and leave about 1/8 of an inch so that the clamp has something to hold on to, like a bevel, I guess it's called. So I'm gonna go do that now, and then I already have the pipes made up for this side here up to here. I just got the mass air sensor put in there so I could get it running and moving around on just mass air, but I'm gonna convert it back to 3-bar speed density. And hook up the wastegate again, because there's the plate that I made to block it off. It took me 2 hours to make this all work, and I didn't run it for 2 hours. So that's what you call a waste of time. Oh yeah, this thing is bolted back on. That's wired back up. All good. Looks awesome. I love it. Looks really dangerous. Anyway, let's get this thing done. Oh, before I say that again, I have to make a little block off thing for this. I'll just basically put a nut on there, weld it, ready rod up to here, 2 nuts, jam it closed, or whichever way is closed. Yeah, the wastegate is like all the way in here, so I can't even get at it to weld it, but either way, I'm gonna close it. I'm doing things in all the wrong order again, like I normally do. Meaning, this doesn't have a gasket or sealant on it yet, but the drain and the feed are hooked up. I think I'll go make a gasket. So what I have, if I can find it, it's right here somewhere. Where are you? Oh, there it is. Is this stuff, and I cut the part. Oh, look, part number, sick. Okay, this is Velcro 2499. This is fiber and metal. It's wicked exhaust gasket. I cut my last one out of this, and I had it on the rat rod. I probably removed the turbo like 4, 5, 6 times when I blow up an engine, pull the turbo out of it, put pistons in, and I reused it a pile of times. Plus I used ultra copper on it and it worked awesome. You need a grinder or tin snips to cut this stuff. If you do it with scissors, you might as well just throw them away after. You can see here that I used a grinder. Worked really well. Oh yeah, I need to cut this off too after. Well, I made my own gasket. The days of making your own gaskets are pretty much gone, but I still like to do it. This gasket paper is not very expensive. Just takes a couple minutes measuring, cutting, and then you have it. Or you can go and spend 25 bucks online and buy one and be totally sure it's not gonna leak. But this will be perfectly fine. When I get the turbo unbolted, I'll just bury this in ultra copper, slide it under, bolt it together. Done. But before I do that, I am right now gonna cut this thing off. I'm pretty much just gonna cut it off flush with this lip that's right there. And that's all I'm gonna need, because that's gonna be like a 1/2 inch thick, or probably 3/8. And it's raised about 1/8 of an inch. And my hose will just be able to slip on here, and I'll have room to get one clamp on. And it'll be perfect.
Well, this is the best that's ever looked. It's got a nice ridge so the boots and the clamps won't fly off. I completely wrecked it. I mean, I used a grinder with a cutoff wheel. Not ideal. But I don't care. I'm just gonna clean it out, bolt it on, make some boost. Now I just basically need to unbolt this thing, make sure this fits, get it ready, bolt this one on first, then put everything down because it was really hard to get off and I don't want to damage any of these fins here. They're quite intricate. They're going to be spinning fast. So I'm going to unbolt this right now, get it ready. Put some of that orange goopy stuff on it. Then I can do intercooler hoses pretty much. I think that's about it then. Well, this thing is bolted down permanently. Man, it fought right to the last thread. But it's there. And we can see that there's a healthy dose of ultra copper in there. Now I'm going to get this thing done. So I found out that all the way closed this way, or, you know, shortest distance here is closed. So this should be fairly quick. Just gonna grab a 3/8 nut, piece of 3/8 threaded rod, and not much to it. Tack the nut to that little shaft thing, tighten the threaded rod down, and then jam nut it. Another one of those 10-minute jobs. So I'm here minding my own business, just bolting turbos on LS's and Caravans, and just whatever. Check Facebook, and a buddy, Jordan O'Reilly, tagged me in a post that racing channel, who has almost 2 million followers, shared a picture of a van and was like, this thing is badass, tag the owner. Now, I don't have Instagram. I'm just a YouTube, and I'll share it Facebook, that kind of thing. Too many platforms, gets on my nerves, whatever. But can you guys, like, flood their channel, their group with my channel name? That would be awesome. A little bit more coverage never hurts. I'm up to 2,000 subscribers now, or actually 2,100, which is awesome. Thanks everybody for subscribing, and you're way cool. Yeah, I'm like beyond excited. Car Throttle did an awesome post, write-up, article. There you go. They did an awesome article on the channel earlier, before this thing was even running, and that blew my mind. That was so cool that a UK, like, massive car group did a thing on this, and it'd be really neat if that racing channel picked up on it. So yeah, do your buddy a favor. While I'm waiting to be famous, apparently. Just kidding. I'm gonna go bolt some more turbo stuff on so I can go fast. All right, let's make a wastegate jammer shutter thing. Okay, 3/8 threaded rod goes in here. 3/8 nut goes on there. This goes like that, gets tightened all the way up like that. And then 2 nuts. This is gonna be difficult. One here and one there. Tighten this thing down, and it's fully adjustable. But of course, it's gonna be shut. And it'll just cut off the excess. When somebody says, I got the wastegate pin shut, this better be what they mean. That is absolutely perfect.
I see no problem here. Let's move on.
What else do I have to do? I'm gonna bolt on the actual wastegate down there, or we'll make
All the boost, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's a good thing for probably 15 seconds. After that, it's all bad.
I guess I really should start making some piping here. Work on the piping from the throttle body out to there. Fire this mass air in the trash again. 3-bar map sensor.
After that, I'm pretty sure it's ready to go. I'm gonna try something different this time with the tune. As you guys know, maybe you're just finding out, this thing did not run right in speed density whatsoever. As soon as I would push the button, it would go brum, blah, and shut off every time, unless I had the gas touched and I could feather the throttle and feather it and feather it and feather it. And after 30 or 40 seconds, I could slowly let the throttle off, like 1% at a time per second. And after that, it would idle. But then if I just blip the throttle, it would go boom and shut off. So, I don't know. I switched it back to mass air, starts, idles perfect, no issue whatsoever, which really upset me because the Rat Rod ran awesome on speed density. My Cadillac right now is on speed density and it's absolutely perfect. So, what I did was, when I got this thing going, I just copied the Rat Rod tune. I shouldn't say copied. I just went open, Rat Rod 3-bar speed density, right entire. Instead of opening up a new OS for this one, I just copied the Rat Rod tune onto it. And I think something there wasn't really happy. So I'm gonna start with a completely new OS and just copy over the VE table and the Spark table and see where that gets me. Hopefully that's what my issue was. I thought maybe it was the idle air control valve, or idle air control solenoid, whatever you want to call it. But it's obviously not that because it idles perfect in mass air. So something was not happy. So I'm gonna try that. But before I do that, I gotta hook up some intercooler tubes. Last piece of the puzzle is to wire up the map sensor. And what I had on it was a Gen 3, don't mind these sketchy connectors, Gen 3 1-bar, which is this connector here, which would connect onto, we can see the locking tab right here. Then it would go up to the bottom side of this Gen 4 connector. Here, mine are red, black, white, whereas these are whatever. So basically, I need to connect this plug-in to the wiring that's over on the van. So this yellow wire here comes out and goes over to the same terminal. So we know that our red here is going to go to gray, following the same line. The middle connector coming out of this one is black, going down here to the end. So my middle connector is also black, and it's going to go over and switch over to this orange. The connector all the way at the end is red, switches over, goes into the middle, which my connector is white, goes over into the middle, goes to green. So I don't have a notepad. Here we go. Let's go wire this thing in.
quick rundown of what we got done. Turbo's bolted on. Wastegate with a dump tube in its appropriate location. Exhaust in its appropriate location and designation. I think this might be what Pipe Down NL was talking about, but see, it's got a muffler. Pipe Up NL. Okay, this is all done. Intercooler piping is done. 3-bar map sensor, properly secured. Band-aid, check. Oil lines are good. I sketchy wrapped some heat wrap on it. I mean, that's pretty much it. I just gotta put this thing on. Laptop is in here, ready to go. I don't have the tune written yet. I'm gonna go do that now and see if this thing is gonna run sensibly or if it's gonna give me more issues like I did earlier. Let's check it out and see. All right, HP tuner is all loaded up. We're gonna go speed density 3-bar. Save the file with the new name, close the current, open the new. And hope we don't brick the PCM. Save as. What are we going to save it as? Caravan 3-bar SD. And now we're going to close, open, Caravan 3-bar SD. And assuming I have this done correctly, I won't brick it. Well, the tune was written fine, and we can see that it's a brand new OS by everything being 555% volumetric efficiency. There's gonna be a lot of fuel. Now, I gotta change a bunch of settings on this tune, so we'll fire it up in a second. Oh, we're ready for the first start. We'll see if the mass arrow is going to fail or if it's going to give me a hard time. Starting to lean out a little bit. Dancing between 15.1 and 15.4, so that's fine. I'm okay with that. But it's definitely rich on startup, so I might have to calm that down a little bit. Turbo spinning away. Doesn't feel like there's any misfires. This might work out okay tonight. We'll see. I'm gonna let some of this smoke dissipate and blow away with the fan, and I'm gonna go take this thing for a test drive just to see how it reacts, and See how it runs. Oh, there's a spider on me. Go away. Ooh. I don't like spiders. So, I'm gonna shut her down here. This is a long video, and sometimes you guys like long videos, sometimes people like shorter videos, but this one's gonna be pretty long. So, it runs. That's a big thing. It runs. It fired right up, failed to mass air after a couple tries, and looks like it idled at about 15.5, which is perfect for a first startup. I'm absolutely happy with that. So you got to see the first start up with a new turbo, and hopefully it's all uphill from here. We'll see. I still have no idea what this engine is like. I thought it had a knock in it, then I thought it didn't, then I thought it did, and I have no idea. I haven't driven this more than 5 minutes at a time. The last time it had any bit of a run was at the burnout competition, where it ran like absolute garbage. So, see how it goes. Am I gonna take it for a test drive just like this? You know I am. But that's all for tonight. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good day.